I don't pay enough attention to know when everyone's ready to go, so it's probably not a good idea for me.
I'm in the game now. I imprinted and now I hope it doesn't die.
Well, you're not logged in, so it won't.
Oh, you know what's a fun new life update?
You're pregnant with more rats.
Nope.
I have a stalker that lives just down the street.
What?
Yep.
What happened?
Oh, man. Yeah, Joe found a note written on a Vans off the wall tag in the windshield of the car.
Yep. I was leaving work the other day. Yesterday, I guess. Well, technically 2 days. Let's say yesterday. And I called Tay, and then I let her go. And I called my mom because I knew damn well she wasn't going to call on my birthday. And as I was talking to my mom, I'm about ready to drive out of the parking lot at work, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, did somebody hit the car and I not fucking realize it? My mom's like, what? I'm like, there's a fucking note on the car. I'm like, did somebody like write down their information or be like, say, hey, I saw somebody hit your car or something? I'm like, what the fuck is this? So, I grab it, and this is what it says. It says, oh, I'm pretty bad spelling too. And writing style is pretty horrible. It says, what's up? My name is Jordan. Live down the road near the bottom. 778-636-5941. Save it for a rainy day or whenever if you are down.
Joe, you should call him and be like, hi.
No, hold on. Hold on. It got better. So I put it up on Facebook with that, knowing full well that whoever this is probably leaving this note for Taylor. But I put it up on Facebook, and I was like, found this little note on my car. Sorry, Jordan, I am in fact not down. Because it's hilarious. And then I sent Taylor, I tried to call Taylor, she's working, and I sent her a text and everything. But, I told her if she had picked up the phone, I was going, hey, Tay, you want to get laid? So there's a guy who's interested down here. So at the beginning of this, I thought it was kind of funny, somebody just taking their shot. He's clearly creepy as it goes on. So you texted
him.
But I texted him, and where is his thing here?
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I texted him, and all I said was, I'm like, who are you? He's like, Jordan, who is this? So I said, you left a message on my car attempting to proposition me, apparently? No question mark. And I post a picture of his message, and I said, your handiwork, period. And he goes, yeah, seen you kicking on my street. Was going stop you, but you didn't hear me. Cutie with pink hair wanted to meet you, at least have a smoke, kick it for a few mins, see what your deal was. Don't normally do that, but I got my Vans card only paper I had, bombed it, and left it there. You from around here? Or what's your deal? Would made more sense to meet you, but I noticed you a few times. And then immediately, again, doesn't even know who this is who's messaging him, just assumes it's Taylor, sends me 1, 2, 3 pictures of his face.
Oh no, I thought it was fake. Okay.
No, I thought that was gonna come. I was expecting it, but it didn't.
Because of these selfies in the background, clearly in front of his house, we've already managed to figure out which house is his.
Yeah, but beforehand, like, he keeps going. And then he goes, because remember, I'm driving at this point, so I'm not going to be responding anyway. So it says, anyways, I am Jord. Live at the bottom, kind of not my style, but wanted to meet you. Sometime, if you are down, you got my number. What's your name? Followed by, sorry if I offended you. Just thought I wasn't kicking myself in the ass today for not leaving you mine. Like I said, rather would have caught up with you in person instead of being a truck about it. Van's card and hand bond was best I had. Anyway, if you want, shout me a text if you want me to know your name and find what your deal is, and Visa, I think he says. And then he says Versa afterwards. Yeah. And then he goes, oh, and then after, I guess someone on Facebook must have told this guy or knows who he is, because then afterwards he goes, hey, I never got your name. That wasn't your boyfriend's place or some shit. Just let me know, my bad. I've seen you a few times. Didn't even think of that's why I asked what your deal was. And at this point, I responded back with, she's not interested, buddy, leave it. He hasn't responded to me. Andrew texted him tonight.
So the creepy thing is, too, because we figured out which house was his, he would have had to follow me up the road a ways. to find out exactly which car is mine and where I live. Now, I got home from work, and when I have the car, I sit in the car out front, have a smoke before I go inside. So I didn't think much of it. I just see this black SUV thinking it's some motherfucker that got lost like an idiot. So it just like stopped kind of in front of me on the road and then slowly like drives down and is behind me now on the road. Just stop there until I get out of my car and grab my stuff and start to go inside, and then the car like kind of pulls off somewhere. Didn't think much of it. Until we're driving back from the theater and I see that same black SUV parked in that fucking driveway.
Joe, make his life hell. Do what you gotta do.
I told Tay that if he attempts to contact her or say anything to her to let me know, and if he does, I'm gonna go knock on his front door. Because he clearly lives with a bunch of people.
Wait, did he seriously say in the text that you're not his type?
No.
No?
He said that he doesn't normally do this, that he doesn't normally leave messages, I guess.
And the dude looks to be about like 40.
He's got to be at least 40.
I would hope that he doesn't do this often.
That is disgusting and not attractive in the life.
Well, I also know our street, there's a number of cute younger girls on it, I won't lie. I've seen one of them, and she's definitely, I think she's probably late teen, because she's constantly walking her dog, and every time I was cleaning my car, I'd be out there for hours, and she'd like walk her dog, and then she'd be back the other way, and then she'd go out later on to walk the dog, and I'm still cleaning my car, and she's giving me looks like, seriously, this guy's still cleaning his fucking car? So, and I pay attention to everyone around me, so I'm also myself, this girl lives either in the same house, or right next to him. So I'm like, if this guy's this creepy, like, who else is he creeping on?
Right?
And like the fact that if you're shouting at me like from the street when I'm like walking up from like coming home from work. So one, I'm not gonna hear you. I have headphones in, you fucking dumbass. Two, even if I did, why am I going to acknowledge some random person on the street screaming at me? I wouldn't.
Honestly, at this point, like, don't even wait to see if he'll do anything. Kind of just let the cops know.
Well, here's the problem. So someone else posted that on one of my comments on Facebook. The one thing that people don't understand about the police is they literally cannot do a damn thing. All they can do is... Yeah. All they can do is go and talk to them. And even if Taylor, and let's say Taylor put a restraining order on him, they cannot preemptively enforce that. All they can do is once he breaks it, they can come and arrest him for breaking it. But a restraining order is essentially pointless beyond that because there's literally nothing the police can do to prevent him from being a creep.
Like, do you know how many women have died because of, like, putting a restraining order on someone and they breach that because they don't give a shit?
Yeah.
If someone has ill intent, they're already willing to risk jail anyways.
All I know is that there are 2 bows in my room, and I know where the arrows for those are. I know that Taylor likes to use knives. I got a machete. Andrew has guns knives somewhere in his room.
Yeah, I've got 2 sets of throwing knives.
Out the closet and put it by your bed.
So all I can say is that if this guy even attempts anything like that, like I don't think he will, but if he does, he's literally going to be walking into one spot he doesn't want to walk into.
Or we could do the classic Tangled. Be Rapunzel. We've got plenty of frying pans.
Yep.
That would hurt like a bitch.
But if he does confront her at all or attempt to, I am 100% knocking on his front door in front of everybody who lives there and fucking calling him out.
On the bright.
Because nothing would be more embarrassing than being called out to your friends and or family for being a fucking creep.
On the bright side, too, we never answer the door if someone knocks if we're not expecting. Yeah. Except for if I think it's like Canada Post or some shit or UPS.
And even if we are expecting someone, we're still usually looking out to see who it is.
Yeah. Because, like, when I was getting ready for work the other day, I was just like, in the morning, I'm like, somebody's like buzzing. I'm like, I wonder if that's Canada Post. I opened it and it was, so that way I didn't have to go and sign a, go to Shoppers, like, Post office to get my birth control. I could sign off on it, so I'm glad I opened the door then.
Oh, nice.
I've already canceled searching for math when we went in. What the hell? I'll give it a moment. Now.
Headcanon.
He's being
The girl
canceled.
that walks her dog 3 times is that dude's daughter. And he sent her to check out the site.
Nah, the age difference would be, it's 2.
It's kind of...
Headcanon, David.
I think
Kind
she's
of-
in the White House that's over there. I'm not too sure. I just know she's in one of the ones down there.
It's annoying now that I have to take like a farther away bus stop to get off of now on my way home from work. To avoid walking past this creepy fucker's house. Like, sir, there are better ways to meet women. Being a stalker is not one.
Yeah, girl, I get you. My
Well, like,
ex-boyfriend
so-
used to stop me.
There's a lot of girls, like, there's a decent number of girls on Facebook who are like, oh, that's cute. And I said to Tay, like, you know, I wouldn't say there's anything wrong with leaving a note, because I could get it, like, it's hard to have confidence to approach, especially nowadays, to approach a female in the street, yada. But there's a fine line between innocence and not. And in a situation like this, where if he's seen you walking a few times, okay, understandable, because you do walk up the street sometimes. But to identify exactly which vehicle is yours, when majority of the time it's me with the car, and know exactly which house you're in when his view is blocked by the trees and everything there, that tells me that he's literally following you up the street, or at least walking to the end of the road to see where you are. So he's been watching her for a while. And there's a difference between watching someone walking by, like I've seen you in passing, versus I now know exactly where you live, I know what vehicle you drive, I know like your schedule, that kind of crap. That's creepy.
And
then
now
after
I
being
watch
told
you
to
in your
leave it-
car.
Yeah, and then after being told to drop it, like leave it, and then she's not interested, to pull up in your vehicle and observe and watch while they're in there. That's not innocence. That's creepy.
Like, sir, I'm not going to text you myself. You're not getting my number.
Right?
Like, just let me live on this street in peace.
But the ladies that are like harsh defending him, I can't believe it.
Like, they're clearly lonely. Jordan's available.
I should say that too. If you guys are really lonely, then why don't you hook up with him?
Unfortunately, the idea of, I guess, a stalker-like-esque guy who wants to go out his way to talk to you, it's a fantasy, which I won't lie. I think it's a fantasy scenario, it's hot. But in reality, fuck no, that's awful, because I was in that situation. But they're listening to the fantasy of it like it's a romance novel or something.
And, like, typically that stuff happens in, like, high school. You leave, like, your number in someone's locker because you see each other all the time. Or, hey, you have a cute server at a restaurant. You're just going to jot down your number and give it to them. Not at their house!
It's like, if I wanted to scare Mickey one day, which I never will do this, as she stares at me, is I'm like, I'm gonna be nice to my girlfriend. I'm just gonna randomly leave a note to her on her car, no context, be like, I think you're pretty. She's gonna think someone's stalking her. I'm like, oh no, that was me, babe.
I just realized the one that said that was cute deleted all the messages afterwards.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Because no one was agreeing with her. But, like,
No,
seriously,
there was some people who were.
but seriously, that's something you do, like, literally at a public setting where, like, oh, hey, like, in a mall, oh, that's a cute person. Quick, let me write down my number, hand it to them, or hand it to their friend. Once again, high school, you're too scared to talk to your crush, so you find out what locker's theirs from their friend, and yeah, slip the note in, secret admirer. Like, those are the only acceptable situations.
This one guy here says, bro is just trying to shoot his shot, not sure he needs to be humiliated like this.
I told him that he's a stormtrooper. He missed. So Joe put a gif of a stormtrooper as a response to the comment. Like, yeah, no. Guys are trying to shoot a shot. So what I'm hearing from you, sir, is you're the type of person to follow a woman home.
Headcanon, that's just his alt account, and he's trying to defend himself.
Well,
Headcanon.
are there no killers on tonight? What the fuck?
Maybe one of us. Maybe someone else should try hosting it.
Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, someone else should probably give it a shot.
Well, fire it up.
Wait the invite.
Yeah. So that's my life update. Can I be comfortable living where I do?
Wait, why did it get canceled this time?
I canceled it because I've tried canceling and retrying. No game is popping.
Is it that we just don't have people playing?
I doubt it. It's Friday night.
Last Friday night.
Unless every horror gamer out there is playing Resident Evil 4.
Oh, did I not send you an invite?
No, it didn't come up. Wait. There it is.
Oh. Now I have a second one.
No, I will exit and rejoin with the second one.
Yeah, I think it was just me. No, it said please wait for a second. What? Never mind.
I
Damn.
mean, that would have been way too.
Yeah, Chelsea also told me to, like, take note of the license plate, so I probably will. And the fact that I'm usually always armed anyways. With a knife, because this is Canada.
Blame Canada. Blame Canada. Sorry, I had to.
Can't just walk into a Walmart and buy a gun because I feel like it. I gotta use switchblades.
Trade you.
Yeah, I
See, I-
don't have to go as far as Walmart. I can just go to a pawn shop.
Right?
See, I like the fact that I can walk down the street and unless it's gang related, I only have to worry about someone being armed with fucking bear mace or a knife.
You see gang members just start signing through all of the Americanized sign language. I think you're part of some weird gang and leave you alone. Pro tips with Max.
Make a blog, Max. Make a blog.
I'd rather not.
Oh, anything new with anyone else?
Ding. Ding. Does no one want to kill us?
I just want death. Anything. If we still want to die, there's Dead by Daylight.
True. 'Cause, yeah, I don't know what's going on with this.
Right?
Ding. Like, nobody wants to murder us.
You know what would be good right now?
What?
A random Carter.
Yeah, random Carter's always nice.
We cross our fingers real hard and wish she'll appear.
Maybe we should find out some sort of ritual to do to summon her.
She likes Doctor Who. Damn, I'm blinking on other things.
Build a TARDIS. The Flash. Joe, let's go down to Rogers Arena at Star Labs. We'll do a ritual. To summon Carter. Yeah, I feel like just no one wants to kill us.
There. I found that girl's comment where she's talking about how she thinks it's cute and that girls complain because guys don't step up and shoot and then they get creeped out when they do. It says, poor guy, I think is cute, so I respond with, I'll pass you his number. You're more than welcome to take him on a date yourself.
Ah!
I thought she was younger from her photo, but clearly it's an edited photo. I opened up her profile and look, she's older. She's probably late 30s, early 40s. Or she's just someone in her 30s. She kind of looks like Chelsea, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Could be around Chelsea's age and just tanned way too much and ruined her skin.
Yeah, just really bad genetics. Happens to the best of us.
We might have to switch games. There's like nobody playing.
Seriously?
Yeah.
We at least get one.
I set a timer, it's already been 6 minutes.
Jeez.
Actually, when did I start my broadcast? Yeah, I've been waiting for 22 minutes. At
Should
least.
Alright, where do we want to switch to?
I don't know now. You guys could pick one now.
Well, if we want to die, there's Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
I guess that's our next option, yeah.
But Dead by Daylight, alright. Ending broadcast, the most uneventful one yet. And then I'm gonna restart it.
Good night, everybody.
A small little archive of